So today we're going to be exploring flower names in English, Malay and Hungarian. The first one is Hibiscus.
So in Malay, hibiscus is the national flower of Malaysia. So in Malay, we say bunga raya. I mean, I've also seen like hibiscus, which is just spelled with a K instead of a C, but we usually say bunga raya, which means celebratory flower.
Wow, that's nice.
I like that, yeah. We just say hibiscus. I mean, it's not easy to find in Hungary or in Europe in general, I think. So I think we just have the English name with the Hungarian spelling, so K's and SZ.
But they make a good drink. It's almost like elderflower here.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's in a lot of tea
Yeah.
blends, right?
Yes.
In tea
Yeah.
blends and cocktails.
Yeah.
Next we have rose. And the rose is the national flower of England.
And we can also say bunga rose, but the actual name is bunga mawa. There's really no meaning to this word. It's just a flower's name. Yeah.
Yeah.
We say rózsa.
I don't know what is that. I like how it sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. Next is sunflower.
And it's a direct translation. It's bunga matahari. You probably realize by now that bunga is flower, and matahari is actually the eye of the day. So
The
you
eye
can
of the day.
yeah, so like the eye of the day of a single day, like daytime. So it's
Like
the sun.
Moon.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I love this word in Hungarian. So it's sort of along these lines, like sunflower. We say napraforgó, which means like rotating or twisting towards the sun.
Which
Oh.
makes
Because it
sense.
follows
It does.
the sun, right?
That's
So,
very poetic.
It's very poetic. I love
Yeah.
this word, yes.
Carnation.
So apparently this is a very important flower. I don't know. I've seen the word before. We call it bunga teluki, but honestly, I've never used it in my life. So
To be honest, I never put two and two together that carnation is szegfű in Hungarian until we did this research. And I was like, yeah, carnations are pretty basic flower, and szegfű in Hungarian, yeah, that's a pretty basic thing to be aware of. And oh my god, is that the same thing? So yeah, that was like a big
Like
ball.
so we learn about our own languages while preparing for these videos.
Next we have daisies. And daisies, when you're in school, you make a lot of daisy chains. Like you make little holes in it and like thread them through, and then like you make daisy chains and like little halos and things.
But not only in school.
I mean, I did it in school.
Honestly, I was researching that. I was so sure that was another word for daisy flower, but apparently it's just bunga daisy. I was surprised. Maybe spelled without the Y, but yeah.
This is a really nice word in Hungarian too. We say százszor, which means 100 times beautiful.
Oh.
That's really nice.
It's really cute, yeah.
But it kind of matches because in order to chain it together, you need more than like a
Yeah.
lot, right?
Like daisies are everywhere though.
Yeah.
Just fields of daisies.
Sounds so safe. It sounds really nice.
Százszor. Yeah, it's difficult. It's like when you can't pronounce your S's properly, it's a really difficult word to say. So it's sort of like a exercise.
S Z Z S Z S Z. It's just
Yeah,
so
but
many.
we have these double letters, so the
It's
SZ
actually
in that
one
order,
sound.
it's one sound.
Yeah.
Can you say it again?
Százszor.
Okay, next we have daffodil.
I honestly don't know what the Malay name is, but research told me it is also bunga daffodil, maybe spelled with a single F, but I have a feeling that, I don't know, like you sometimes find so many different spellings of the same word, so it could be double F, it could be a single F, but it seems to be still daffodil.
Not in Hungarian. We say Nazis.
Nazis.
Like
Like
narcissus.
Nazis.
Nazis.
No, narcissistic.
Okay.
It There's an R in there. Narcissus.
Oh, okay. My first thought was narcissist, like narcissistic.
Yeah,
narcissist.
that comes from that.
Nazis.
No, we don't name flowers after Nazis.
Well, I don't know.
I hope not too.
Okay, next we have tulip.
It's bunga tulip, but I also found out that some, I guess, regions in Malaysia call it bunga lalah, but I've never heard of it. I only found it on like Wikipedia.
But it sounds nice, bunga lala.
Really? I like tulip
Bunga
better.
Yeah, in Hungarian it's similar to English. You say tulipan.
Tulipan. Okay.
Next is Buttercup, which just makes me want to sing the song.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me it? So Buttercup, I know the flower, but I've never really made any association. When I tried to search for this flower online, I cannot find anything. The best thing I could find was a misspelling, a different spelling of the word buttercup, like Buttercup. But I never remember people actually saying that. So I don't know. If you know, you tell me. But for now, I'm gonna call it bunga buttercup.
Yeah, it's probably not as common in Malaysia as it is in Europe, right? Yeah. It's very common in Hungarian. It has a very different name. You say poklarka. And as with many other flowers, like rose, for example, it's a very popular girl's name in Hungarian. Like, I know at least like 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
With this name.
Interesting.
For us, Daisy is a more common.
Daisy, yeah. True. I mean, sasosip is not a name in Hungarian.
But
at least I'm not aware of it.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Rose and daisy, even in English, can be common names.
And
But
lily and...
yeah, but I guess in English, buttercup wouldn't be a common name.
No.
would it?
That's like a horse's name or a rabbit or something.
It's one of the Powerpuff Girls called.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, next we have the poppy, and this is the flower of remembrance. So every November the 11th, around then, people wear poppies.
Mm-hmm. In Germany as well. I've seen some people do that.
It's an English thing.
Yeah.
It's because of all the deaths on the fields of poppies.
Yeah. So in Malay, it's bunga popi, P-O-P-I. But I've also found that it can be called bunga madat, but I've never really heard of that before. For me, it's always bunga popi.
Poppy is also a girl's name, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I know a poppy.
You know a poppy.
I know a poppy.
In Hungarian, we say pipac, which is, I don't think it's a name. No.
That sounds cute.
That sounds
Yeah,
cute.
pipac.
Okay, final one is Snowdrop.
I didn't even know this is a flower like at all until
But
I started doing this
They're
research.
everywhere now. Like, it's right now that they're
I've never
starting
seen it.
to come out because
Really?
it's been so warm. I mean, it's so warm. It has been like what for the last 2 weeks, like 15 degrees here. So
Yes. So in Malay, it's called bunga titisan salji.
oh my god,
Or titi salji. I thought it was joking. When I was researching this, I was like, you must be joking. This is just a literal translation. But apparently, it is really called that. Titisan is drop or droplets, and salji is snow. So it's
Okay,
a direct
makes
translation.
sense.
Yeah.
we say obirag, which just means
Obirag.
snow flower.
Oh.
So it's the same idea that these flowers come out of the snow essentially. So it's the weather starts to get warm and the snow melts away, then snowdrops.
Good. I have to keep an eye out for snowdrops. I've never seen them. But I like the Hungarian names because you know how in Japanese anime they would like to use some German words or French words to like be names or ability names. I was like, the Hungarian flower names could be done that. Hold
That
it
is
on.
an idea.
Yeah. What do you call these flowers in your languages?
What do we want?
More subscribers!
When do we want it?
Now!
How are we going to get it?
Click the subscribe button! And don't forget the bell!
That's right. And remember to share.